Hi, the SI meteorologist Paul Dorian here on Thursday, December 13th. A lot going on. First of all, we have a meteor shower tonight, and sky conditions should be quite favorable here in the Mid-Atlantic region throughout the eastern part of the country for the Geminid meteor shower. It's the last major meteor shower of the year. It'll be cold, but generally clear this evening. The best viewing time is late in the evening hours, or especially after midnight around 2 a.m. or so. Again, it'll be clear, but downright cold, so if you go out, bundle up. Now, the overall weather pattern is, of course, a big story because it appears to be undergoing a change. The first half of the month, we've been well above normal temperature-wise here in the eastern part of the country, and storms have been rather infrequent. That pattern should change for the second half of the month to one that is colder and stormier. One storm pulls up to our west and north late in the weekend, spreading some rain in the mid-Atlantic region. Then there's potential for a much bigger storm somewhere along the northeast coastline by the middle part of next week. Now, at this time, it looks like odds favor rain along the I-95 corridor and along the coastal sections in the mid-Atlantic region, with snow in the interior, especially the elevated interior sections of upstate Pennsylvania through New England. But it'll be a close call, and there's a chance that rain could change to snow in the mid-Atlantic coastal region during the midweek potential big storm event. So let's get to the surface map right now. We do have low pressure with some rain off the east coast, but it is pulling away right now, and all of its rain and clouds are pulling to the east. High pressure is in control, and this is important if you're expecting to go out tonight, because this is providing us with lots of clear skies. We'll see in a satellite loop shortly that sky conditions should be favorable for the meteor shower this evening. This front out here in the middle part of the country is rather weak, not much if any precipitation associated with it. There is a strong storm here, again hitting California. This is now spreading rain throughout Southern California, all the way from LA down to near San Diego, and this will pull out of the picture as we progress through the day and into the night, with the rain coming to an end in Southern California. Well, here's the latest infrared satellite loop from the SSEC website. Again, storm causing these clouds and associated rain along the mid-Atlantic coast is pulling away. Lots of clear skies here from the northeast coast all the way into the south central U.S., pretty much where that high pressure ridge is located right now. So again, favorable viewing conditions here along the I-95 corridor for the meteor shower later on tonight into the pre-dawn hours on Friday. Here's quite a moisture band here coming from the Pacific Ocean right into Southern California associated with this storm. The storm actually itself drops southward from the Gulf of Alaska down the west coast of Canada and the west coast of the U.S. and is now all the way down into Southern California, with some rainfall here and high clouds spreading all the way east to the western part of the Great Lakes. Well, here's a national look at the radar, and again, there's some rain associated with this mid-Atlantic coastal low that is pulling away right now, and clear skies are following here. A little bit of precipitation in other parts of the country up here and here, but the main areas is off the east coast and right here in Southern California, of all places. All of this will pull into Nevada, and some showers already here across northern Nevada, as that storm system and moisture flow off the Pacific Ocean continues for the next several hours, but by the end of the day it should dissipate, and some clearing is expected in California late today and tonight. Well, we've talked about a pattern change coming up here for the eastern part of the country, including the Mid-Atlantic region here. This is from last night's European ensemble run. This is a series of runs using the European operational model, and then about 50 slightly varied model runs. So it's a whole collection of model runs, and it gives a little more confidence to the forecaster when there are slightly different initial conditions imposed upon the operational model. Nonetheless, this is the surface temperature anomaly, or actually 850 millibar temperature anomaly chart for the next 5 days, from days 1 through 5 here from last night's European ensemble run. Where the color is green, it's above normal, and where the colors are blue, it's below normal. Here you can see along the west coast. This, by the way, is from RaleighWeather.com. So this is the pattern from last night's European ensemble run for the next 5 days, really days 1 to 5 in the lowest part of the atmosphere. Let's now jump ahead the next 5-day period from the European ensemble run last night. And here it is. This is for days 6 to 10. Excuse me. And notice the big flip here in the eastern part of the country to blues. This is colder than normal. This is averaged out over a series of model runs and averaged out over several days, 6 to 10 days. So this is quite a significant change as depicted by last night's European ensemble run. From this to this, in terms of temperature pattern here in the lowest part of the atmosphere, the 850 millibars. So in other words, we are headed to a colder period according to the European ensembles. And one final map from RaleighWeather.com. This is the potential mid-Atlantic coastal storm situation for the middle part of next week. This is for the Tuesday evening time frame from last night's European ensemble run. And here we have a storm system that's fairly intense already here, sitting right off the mid-Atlantic coast, coming around Tuesday evening or so of next week. Notice this green stripe here. This is above the freezing line here where it's blue. It's generally thought of as kind of a rain-snow line. So initially, anyway, it looks like it'll be warm enough for all rain along the coastal region, along the I-95 corridor, but snow from, let's say, upstate Pennsylvania into interior sections of New England, and they could end up getting quite a bit of snow here at the next 12 to 24 hours. This particular model, the European model, has this storm really intensifying rapidly as it moves up northeast along and just off the northeast coastline into this position. Colder air will be dragged in on the back side of this low. There's a possibility that the rain could change to snow even along the I-95 corridor from this potential midweek big storm event. And we have several days to analyze this, and stay tuned to the SIweather.com. But there is the potential for a pretty big storm by the middle of next week, although right now it looks like it would be primarily, or at least initially, rain along the I-95 corridor, but it's a close call. So stay tuned to the SIweather.com. We'll continue to monitor the update on that storm and the overall pattern change. I'm the SI meteorologist, Paul Dorian.